Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Life Hacks and I am Dr. Shramana. After our previous vlog about COVID vaccination, we were getting many queries and many questions from you that will the third wave occur, what is Delta variant and is the third wave going to affect children most and how can we protect our children. So in today's vlog, we will clear all your doubts. We are going to answer all of your questions and Team Life Hacks is fortunate to have Dr. Paromita Nath with us. Dr. Paromita is currently pursuing her DNB Pediatrics from Delhi and she is going to clear all of your doubts. So without any delay, let's hear it from Dr. Paromita herself.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Paromita. I am presently working as a pediatric resident in Delhi. So today I am going to discuss a few things about COVID infection in pediatric age group. There's already been some panic regarding Delta variant, the third wave. When will it occur? Will it affect the children? So I will try my best to throw some light regarding this in today's discussion. So what is Delta variant? It's basically a mutation in the virus's genetic material, and whenever a mutation occurs, it changes the behavior of the virus. So in this case, the Delta variant has undergone multiple mutations, at least 4 in the spike protein. So the WHO has already considered this it as a variant of concern. Why? Because of its high transmissibility. It's very rapidly spreading, much more rapid than the Alpha variant, which was discovered earlier this year. So why this increased transmissibility? Mostly because of 3 things. There is increased social mixing, there has been a relaxation of the public health norms, and the most importantly is inequitable and unequal vaccine distribution among all the countries. So the third wave, will it occur in children? See, we have already seen in the first wave, it has occurred mostly in the older age group and the those with comorbidities. On the other hand, the second wave, it affected those without comorbidities and also the younger age group, like 40 to 45 years. So if we don't follow the COVID appropriate behavior, a third wave can occur and it is likely to affect the entire unimmunized population, and this population includes the pediatric age group. But we can't say that the third wave will exclusively affect the pediatric age group, right? It will affect the entire unimmunized group. So how can you protect your child from this third wave? The basic 3 things since we have been speaking since the beginning of the pandemic, that is social distancing, wearing a mask, and hygiene, hand hygiene. So make sure your child is washing hands properly with soap and water, and followed by use of an alcohol based hand rub. Make your child wear a mask if they are more than 2 years old. Reduce social mixing as much as possible and maintain physical distancing, right? Now what if the parent gets COVID infected and he or she is home quarantined? Where should the child stay? The child can stay outside the home with a temporary caregiver. He or she can take care of the child till the quarantine period of the parent is over. Or the child can also stay at home if they maintain this COVID appropriate behaviors. And of course they should look for the symptoms in their child, like the normal symptoms like fever, cough, cold, or any diarrhea like symptoms. Even if they are having any doubt, they should contact their pediatrician. So if the child gets COVID infected, how severe will it be? Fortunately, COVID infection is not very severe in this age group. So very small percentage of the infected child, they need ICU admission or they are getting as severe infection as adult. But mostly more than 90% of this infected population, they are having mild or asymptomatic cases only. So there may be a remote possibility that children being more severely affected than adults in the next wave. But till now there is no such evidence. So no need to panic right now. Now coming to vaccination. It's the most asked question after the first wave by the parents, that should we vaccinate our child during the pandemic? So the answer is yes. You should vaccinate as per the routine immunization schedule. I'm talking about the routine schedule. So the next question they ask is if there is any risk of getting infection when we visit to hospital or clinic for immunization. See, if you strictly follow the social norms, if you maintain social distancing, if you are wearing a mask, and if you are maintaining hand hygiene, then there is minimal risk of getting this disease while you are visiting a clinic or hospital, right? So this is regarding routine immunization. Another thing is COVID vaccination in pediatric age group. Till now, the emphasis has been given on adults as they were having much more severe infection as compared to children. But in view of the current scenario, 2 vaccines are already in trial for pediatric age group, Pfizer and BioNTech, and most likely they will be available after a short while for 12 to 18 years age group. So yeah, one more important thing regarding vaccination, lactating mothers, they can get themselves vaccinated, and post vaccination you can breastfeed your child. Okay, there is no such contraindication. So what if a mother gets COVID infected and they give birth to a newborn? See, nutrition, that is breastfeeding, and kangaroo mother care, that is skin to skin contact, these two are very important in crucial things in a newborn, mostly in the first few days. So Indian Association of Pediatrics, they have recommended that if a mother is COVID suspected, or even if she is infected, diagnosed as COVID-19, she can breastfeed her child, she can give skin to skin contact KMC to her baby. But she should maintain adequate precaution, that is she should wear a mask the whole time when she is near her baby. She should strictly follow the hand hygiene practice, and she should maintain the cough etiquettes, right? Now if the mother is severely ill, then another family member can be get involved. He or she can give the child the skin to skin contact required, and express breast milk or donor breast milk can be given at this scenario. Now finally, the most important thing I felt in this pandemic is mental health of the pediatric population. See, because of this nationwide school closure, this prolonged quarantine, physical distancing for such a long time, young people, young age group people, they are experiencing sense of isolation, anxiousness, uncertainty, even they are experiencing depression. Right, they are taking steps like suicidal ideation. They are thinking of suicide. So this is very new. This was not so much common in pediatric age group, and it's very difficult to detect these things in especially younger children. So what a parent can do, they can look for these warning signs. In younger people, you look for if your child is more irritable than usual, if he or she is sleepy, or they are getting a hard time to fall asleep. Right, there has been a change in appetite. They are having separation anxiety. They are acting more clingy towards you. They are throwing tantrums every now and then. If the child is a little bit older, you can look for mood swings. They may lose interest in activities which they used to enjoy previously. So look for these things. If they are having any such kind of signs, you should contact your pediatrician so that your pediatrician can screen for depression or anxiety in your child. Right? Then they can guide you accordingly. So what you can do at home, maintain a positive environment at your home, stay positive yourself, and tell your child that there is a brighter future ahead. Don't think this of like you are stuck in this situation. There is nothing like that. And to divert yourself from your monotonous habits, just practice yoga or mindfulness. You schedule some specific time for the family and involve everyone else at the you spend the time together by playing board games or watching a movie, and like this you can maintain a positive environment in your home, right? So in conclusion, I want to say that see, we are already preparing ourselves if there is any next wave. We don't know till now. But right now, please don't panic, maintain positivity, stay healthy, stay safe, stay at home, and please get yourself vaccinated, spend more time with your kids, right? And lastly, I want to thank my friend Dr. Shramana for this opportunity to connect with yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Paromita. It was very informative and concise. I think all of your questions were answered by Dr. Paromita. If you still have any queries left, you can drop your queries in the comment section below. You can contact us through our Facebook and Instagram page. The link is given in the description box below. So guys, if you like this video, please press the like button, share this video with your friends and families, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel for more such videos. So guys, stay happy, healthy and motivated. See you soon.